So I'm just going to start with this right here. This used to be one of the ground cherries, the Peruviana, the ones with the really small leaves and berries or cherries. And so as you can see, completely dead. I only found out way too late that it was due to mealybugs, because all of a sudden I started noticing white stuff on it. And one by one the branches had started to die off, and I had no clue, and I even looked to see if there was anything on it, and I didn't see it. So I don't know. So it was I was kind of surprised that it was mealybugs, because I didn't see anything for the longest time. And so right now it's just sitting empty until I figure out what I'm going to put in its place. I actually do plan on planting some more of the Peruviana to try again, and but I definitely won't be doing it in this pot. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to put there, and just a small little green onion right there, from store-bought scallions or green onions, and I'll be putting more in there for later. And so let me go on and show you the other ground cherries. And so this is one of the other ones, the other kind, which is the Peruviana. Sorry, did I say the other one was Peruviana or Pruinosa? This one was Pruinosa. This one is Peruviana. This was originally from this pot over here, where a whole bunch of seedlings grew, and I finally had an empty pot, and so I moved it out of this pot. And so really all that's left in this one is this one and a few of the other ones I'll show you in just a second. And so I had an empty pot, so I transplanted from that small one to this one. This is a 3 gallon, and that one was a 1 gallon. And then so here's my other 3 gallon pot with the Peruviana, and as you can see how big it is. And it's got several branches, and 2 of them are actually accidentally broken by my cousin-in-law, who was mowing the lawn. And but anyway, it's still doing really well, and as you can see, and I actually got 2 fruits from it, and I totally forgot to take a picture and show you what they look like. Very different from the Pruinosa one, the small ones, and only had 2 for the longest time, for like the whole time from beginning to end, and then if they finally ripened and fell off. But now finally, after I don't know how many flowers had bloomed and fallen off, I'm finally getting some more fruit. And I read that they self-pollinate, but for whatever reason, like tons and tons of flowers would not get pollinated and fell off. And so finally I have this one here, and there's a total of 4. I think this one is the biggest one. And see, if you look at the size. If you remember from my previous video, I showed you the size comparison of the flower of this one versus the other one, which is way smaller. And so they're really pretty. And so I've been kind of using my fingernail and kind of brushing my fingernails against the pollen, trying to brush it and see if it would pollinate. And I don't know what got this one pollinated and the other ones, if it was because I did that or what, because I've done that with all the other flowers that all fell off. So I've just been continuing to try and do that with each flower. And so as you can see, it's really pretty. But okay, so I've got, and yeah, I think that this is the biggest lantern I've gotten so far right now of the new fruit that's coming out. And here's another one, really small. So that's 2. And I think this one is, I'm not quite sure. I think this one has pollinated because the flower bloom fell off, but it's not a guarantee. So I'm not sure until it starts to grow bigger and this part starts to close up, then I'll know that it actually did pollinate. And where are the other ones I wanted to show you? Flower. Oh, and here I'll show you. You see this one? You can kind of tell this one is not. The calyx here has gotten really light in color. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick or focus. And it's when it starts to get yellow, it means it didn't get pollinated and it just falls off. And so that's what that means. And it looks like this one too. The color of the calyx is not very green, it's getting yellow. So I don't think this one got pollinated either. And oh, here it is. Here's the other one. See the size of that one. I counted 4 in total, and I can't remember where the other ones were. That other one is the 4th one. Yeah. Well, so this is what this one looks like, and the 2 fruits that I actually got from this one, they actually weren't really much bigger than the Pruinosa. So I was actually kind of surprised considering how big these flowers are. I expected the fruit to be much bigger, but I guess we'll see if these will get bigger, because actually the actual fruit that I got the seeds from were definitely way bigger than what I harvested, the 2 that I harvested. So hopefully I'll get bigger ones, and very excited that I'm finally getting some more fruit on this one. It just took so long. And so here is another Physalis Pruinosa, and I think it's Pruinosa at least. You know, according to the description from the other ones that I've seen, fuzzy leaves, and these grow tall. They don't grow low to the ground. Maybe it's a different variety, because I've seen other ones that look just like this, but the leaves are even bigger than the ones on this plant. Because I mean, this is way bigger than the Pruinosa one that I have, but these are still not as big as the ones I've seen on another video, another channel, and the fruit is way bigger too. So maybe this is a different variety of Pruinosa. But anyway, so I've got a total of the very first one that I showed you in the 3-gallon pot, and then the other one in the 1-gallon pot, and then I got this one, that's 3, this one's 4, and this one is 5. So I got 5 of these plants.